Hi everyone, this is Larry Kevin coming to you from Salt Lake City. It's February 20th and I'm out here for my annual snowboard trip. My daughter and her husband live down in Provo, Utah, so that's where we're at right now. And my son-in-law and I are going to go do some snowboarding this week. Plus I'll have a seminar later on in the week, so that's going to be good. It's going to be a real jam-packed week. Now, one of the things that happened last year on my snowboard trip is I had like six weeks in a row of bad charting, but it didn't really matter because in the end, at the end of the year, everything went real well. I had a good year. So this year, I'm going to kind of compare it because I mentally, I'm ready for that, 2 or 3 bad weeks, but maybe I can stop it sooner, get back on track sooner because I have my chart from last year, and because I can compare those charts, I think it's going to help. So let's go ahead and go on to the chart. Oh, by the way, on the way here on the plane, I met some really nice people, and hopefully they're visiting the site. I told them about it, and if you are here, make a comment. Let me know that you saw this blog, and I'll be fun to email you. All right, let's go ahead and go to the chart. All right, let me open up the chart now and get to it. All right, my line in the sand. Here's the chart. If you remember, right here's my, had pretty good 6 weeks. Every week I've come down, I've made a new line in the sand. Okay, started at 220, I'm all the way down to 210. Now, the last 2 weeks haven't been so good. I came in on the 7th week I had a Black Monday. That was over the line in the sand, so it was over 210. And then you notice every other day was under that 210, and that's fine. But I didn't get to, I didn't lose 210 because 75% of my weigh-ins since I made 210 are under there. And as long as you have 75% of your weigh-ins under your line in the sand, you get to keep it. Well, here's a good example. Then the next week, which was this week, on Monday and Tuesday had black days. They're both over my line in the sand. Now, if I go back to the week, which is right here, that I established that line in the sand, and I count all the weigh-ins, so there's 10, 11, 12. 12 weigh-ins, of which I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them under 210. 9 divided by 12 is 75%, so I still own 210 as my line in the sand. But if I go any more, I'm going to lose it. Maybe I'll go back up to 211, 213, have to start back down. I don't think that's going to happen because, if you remember, one of the fun parts of this program is you only have to have 50 weigh-ins in 13 weeks. So I can go this week snowboard trip, next week snowboard trip, and then I can kind of fudge a little bit until I get myself back on track, and then I start my weigh-ins. As long as I have 50 weigh-ins in this 13 weeks, that's all I have to worry about. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to happen. Now, real quick, let's look at 2007. I want to show you what the snowboard trip did for me. Here we are. See, 2007, I started at 233. And 226, 225, 221, and then my line in the sand was at 221 after the next week, and you can see I had 2 black Mondays, no good. Actually came in on the Monday of my snow trip pretty good, and right after my snow trip I came in real good. But the cumulative effect of this snow trip, this vacation where I don't weigh in and I eat like a pig. We go to restaurants every night, and I love it, love it, love it. So, but then the next week we had a winter camp out. We always have real good meals on our camp out, and then there's where the trouble started. I had 3 weeks in a row not making my line in the sand, and as a matter of fact, I lost some. You see up here, this is week 5. I had line in the sand of 221, and I kept that through here. So 221, 221. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7 weeks I kept 221, but then this week right here in the red shows that I backed up. So now my line in the sand was at 223. But look what happened after that. I got on track and started moving it down, moving it down, moving it down. Well, what I'm going to do this week, since I know this is generally the effect of my snowboard trip, I'm going to come back and I'm going to try and get back on track a little bit sooner so that I can make better progress. All right, one more thing. We'll just kind of look at last week. I measured my weigh-ins under 210, and I now have 16 weigh-ins under 210 right here in the blue, and so that's 50%. So far this year, and that's from the beginning of the year, so far this year I've had 50% of my weigh-ins under 210, so that's real good. That's why I get the healthy heart there, because I broke that 50% mark. All right, well, you guys keep charting. Send me your charts or email me if you have questions. I'll be glad to help you out, make sure you're on track. And next week we're going to look at the graphs again rather than just the charts. All right, thanks for coming, and can't wait to talk to you later.